Morning, everybody. Today I'm going to read from Matthew 11:28. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart." I like that part. "And you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." I like this because it kind of invites, it's an invitation for everybody that is tired of in their body, tired in their mind, tired in their soul, tired in their spirit, confused. And the ones that are heavy burdened, now that's a big category. Burdens we all carry in every realm of life. So in other words, this is an invitation for everybody. But what I like to think is that in the everybody category, there's also the underdog. Usually, culturally, and it doesn't have to do with American culture, it just has to do with what I've noticed in every culture. The rich, the wealthy, the important people from social, not like a social standard, they always get, or they easily get recognition, they easily get invited, or doors open for them easily, so on and so forth. And then the underdog is often just overlooked and ignored, and just kind of put, it's almost like like the underdog is an embarrassment to the society. And nobody wants to deal with an underdog. And I like that because in this, and when it says all, it includes the underdog. And the truth being said, especially I think people that, all of us that are, or for the one, for the ones that have lived in America and were able to visit a third world country, you are perceived as the wealthy, as the privileged, and because most likely we are. You may not feel, I may not feel rich within this society, but within a different society, that totally changes. To have running water, to have running warm water, that is wealth. To have heat, the possibility of heat, and I know it's expensive, but you have the possibility, you can turn that heat on or off, or a lot of other societies, they don't even have that possibility. To have clean water without parasites. And when I say clean water, I mean, and this is a CDC issue where, too much chlorine and things like that, and I don't agree with that either. But I'm talking about, we're not drinking out of ponds and little mud, kind of ponds, and from outside. That's wealth. That's actually wealth. To have a washing machine that does the clothes for you, it's wealth. To have a dryer that does the drying, the clothes drying for you, dishwasher, that's wealth. In the past, people had servants for things like this. Today we have machines, and those are sort of like having servants. That's wealth. But at times we do feel also the underdogs when we're not being paid attention to. I notice now, especially in the medical realm, with the Lyme disease and people that go through this, they know what I'm talking about, where they actually come and tell you it's all in your head. Or anybody that's fighting an autoimmune disease. I've noticed that the doctors, unless it's a specialized doctors really don't have much knowledge in the autoimmune disease issues, and it takes forever, and it takes so much money, and it takes so much pushing from the patient to actually get a doctor to really take a look and see what's happening. In those cases, in those times I feel the underdog, and most likely you may feel the underdog too when you have an issue and you seem to be brushed aside more than really paid attention to and taken seriously. So I like this verse from those points too, because I always think that it includes everybody, and it's an invitation, and it's a gentle invitation. It's not a butting in to your life, trying to make you believe, well, do it this way versus that way. It's a gentle invitation about if you're heavy, burdened, if you're tired, come unto me and ask, and let me teach you. Meaning, ask questions and ask God. By asking, you give God the opportunity to teach you. And that is your way of saying, God, I'm ready to listen, and I'm ready to learn. And you really have to open your mind to it, because you can ask questions from an argumentative point of view, not because you're ready to learn, but because you want to argue everything. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the realm of religion, and it can be in any realm. If you're insecure, if you think you're a know-it-all, then you will have most likely an argumentative character. So everything that you hear around from anybody, really, you have an argument back. That is a person that is not ready to listen and is not ready to learn. So I like that. I also find it, which I think it's a little bit humorous in this regard. Let's see, my father has entrusted, and so we're going back to verse 27, says, my father has entrusted everything to me. No one truly knows the Son except the Father, and no one truly knows the Father except the Son. I'm sorry, I actually wanted to go even further than that. And it says, O Father, Lord of the heaven, and this is, all that time Jesus prayed this prayer, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, thank you for hiding these things from those who think themselves wise and clever. And we know that at times I thought myself wise and clever, and we see examples around us of other people that think themselves as wise and clever, and for revealing them to the childlike. Yes, Father, it pleased you to do it this way. When I read that, it's hard for me not to laugh or have a giggle about it, because it pleased him to do it that way. And I see a sense of humor in God when I read that verse, and I think that I'm happy that he wants to show things to the people that other people don't perceive important, and he does. He perceives it important, and it pleases him to do so. So just wanted to point that out, because I find it very humorous. Have a great rest of the day, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.